Winter has always been the true enemy in survival history. Long before central heating, people across Europe prepared for nightfall with discipline and routine, not comfort. If this kind of practical historical knowledge matters to you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Battlefield of Survival. This channel exists for serious viewers who value real, tested methods that kept people alive through harsh winters. Now, let's get straight to it. Homes were sealed deliberately as daylight faded. As evening approached, households closed shutters, heavy curtains, and interior doors in a specific order. Exterior-facing rooms were sealed first to trap the day's residual warmth. Interior doors were then closed to reduce air movement, effectively shrinking the livable space that needed heating. This reduced heat loss through convection, a principle still used today. In a modern home, the same approach works by closing off unused rooms at night, especially those with large windows, and focusing heat where people actually sleep. Fires were banked, not extinguished, before nightfall. Instead of letting fires burn out, embers were carefully banked with ash to slow oxygen flow. This preserved heat for hours and allowed the fire to be revived quickly in the morning. Ash acted as insulation, a simple thermal barrier. Today, this translates to retaining heat sources rather than cycling them off completely. For those using wood stoves or fireplaces, learning controlled airflow and ember preservation reduces fuel use and keeps indoor temperatures stable overnight. Beds were prepared as thermal systems, not furniture. Evening routines always included warming bedding before sleep. Hot stones wrapped in cloth, ceramic bed warmers, or heated bricks were placed between blankets well before bedtime. Bedding was layered intentionally with heavier materials on top to trap rising body heat. This same logic applies now by pre-warming beds with hot water bottles, heated stones, or electric warmers, then using layered blankets that reduce heat escape rather than relying on room heating alone. Clothing was managed to preserve warmth during sleep. Night clothing was never left cold. Garments were aired near the hearth or stored under bedding so they retained warmth. Cold clothes steal body heat immediately on contact, something people understood through experience. The modern application is simple, really. Keep sleepwear warm before putting it on. Avoid damp fabrics and store essential morning clothing inside the sleeping area to reduce overnight heat loss. Water, food and tools were positioned for the morning cold. Evening preparation included storing water indoors to prevent freezing and placing tools close to heat sources so they could be used immediately at dawn. This reduced exposure to freezing conditions when the body was weakest. In today's winter conditions, keeping drinking water inside insulated containers and placing essential items within reach reduces energy loss and risk during cold mornings. Sleeping spaces were chosen for thermal efficiency, not comfort. Families often slept in the smallest, most insulated room, sometimes sharing space to conserve body heat. Heat rises, so upper floors were preferred, and beds were positioned away from exterior walls. This principle remains effective. Choosing smaller rooms, avoiding exterior walls, and sleeping higher in the structure still improves warmth without extra energy use. This evening routine was systematic, repeatable, and effective. It was not tradition for tradition's sake. It was survival science refined over generations. Apply it today and you reduce energy use while increasing comfort during winter nights. If you value this kind of grounded historical survival knowledge, subscribe to Battlefield of Survival, like the video, and share it with others facing winter right now. This knowledge only matters if it's passed on.